Today we're back on the 2011 Fiesta. The problem we had this time around is there's a little water adapter that goes here, right down in there. It connects two main water lines, one from the back, from the heater core, and one going to the radiator, which is right here, radiator line, right there. So there's no real name for it, but what Ford has it listed as is just an adapter. And this is the actual part number for it and everything. And this is what it looks like. Right here in all its glory, all of $40. Has the temp sensor, 2 bolts, and 2 water outlets on it. Reason I'm replacing this one because the old one had a big hole in it and it started just basically just melting down. So I don't know whether the change in radiator fluid might have caused it, but that's odd for any type radiator fluid to have something to have a acidic base to it to cause it to break down the way it did. But also I have pictures included in the video of how that other adapter looked. I didn't have a video when I took it apart, but going back together is pretty simple and straightforward. Now, easiest way to do it, since everything is off, of course, what mounts onto this is your coil pack, which is right there. You got 4 bolts to go into there. You also have 4 bolts here, one there, one on the bottom, one there, and one on the opposite side. Also, too, this little metal bracket connects to it. A 10 millimeter socket wrench will both be your best friends on this particular job, and a pair of pliers. But what I found easy to do on the other adapter, I used a quick release on the heater core, push that, pull that hose off, and then for the other one I had a pair of pliers to kind of squeeze it together to get everything off. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start putting this back together and kind of give you an idea of everything that's got to be moved and so forth. So I'm going to cut you back on once I get somewhat situated. Also, too, I forgot to mention, you want to make sure your mating surfaces are kind of clean. Well, not kind of, you want to make sure it's clean. So you make good contact, because with this seal, you don't really have to put any type glue on it to make it seal up. So we're going to go back together with this, and we're going to go down here, start setting everything up. At least when you get these 2 screws in, everything will kind of hold themselves into place while you're doing the rest of it and doing your torque. The torque spec on this, I don't have it right offhand, but I'll post it in the description. And as you can see, I'm just doing it in by hand for right now. And I'll cut you back on in a second once I get everything situated. So now, what I'm doing, I'm putting the screws back into the coil pack. So we got 1 screw there, and 2 on the back side. Also, too, remember I was telling you about this bracket right here. You got a 10 millimeter that sits on the bracket itself, and I think it's a T30 that holds it down. Yep, T30. So once you get those in, everything's good to go. And make sure you connect your hoses. And in the process of doing that, make sure you bleed off your system. Make sure everything's good over here. Best way to do it, just make sure you fill it up before you start it, and then just watch the tank go down. And once it goes down, add fluid as needed and go from there. So any other questions, comments, drop them in the bottom, and I'll do what I can to try to assist you as much as I can. Continue to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.